Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He scores B+. He's a good guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
To tell you the truth, he is unlikely to go far in his career. Even if he talks big and dreams out loud, he doesn't have the habit of putting in real work or making plans to reach those dreams. He is more comfortable keeping things easy and light rather than setting goals and pushing himself to achieve them.
Can he bounce back from failure?
He's not someone who will completely break down when things go wrong at work. In fact, he tends to take problems lightly and doesn't get too upset or emotional about setbacks. He may not take strong action to fix things though.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually like him because he is friendly, cheerful, and very polite. He doesn't go around picking fights or creating drama, and he tries to keep the peace even when things are tough. He gets along with most people and avoids arguments, so he probably has a lot of friends at work.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he's not the type to feel insecure or threatened by your success. He will likely be genuinely happy for you and enjoy celebrating your achievements. His easygoing nature means he doesn't compare himself too much or try to compete.
What if you start earning more than him?
No, he's unlikely to secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He is quite relaxed about such matters and doesn't see himself in a constant competition, especially not about money. He'll probably be glad that you're doing well and might even joke about it with a smile.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He isn't very careful when it comes to handling money. He might not keep track of what he spends or make detailed plans for saving up. While he isn't reckless in a dangerous way, he simply doesn't pay much attention to where the money goes.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He usually lives within his means and doesn't go out of his way to pretend he's richer than he really is. He doesn't feel pressure to show off or impress others with fancy things. If there's a celebration or outing, he'll join in happily, but won't spend just to keep up appearances.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open handed with money and usually keeps a friendly, generous attitude, but not necessarily in a deeply caring or thoughtful way. He likes to share good times and won't hesitate to spend on outings, gifts, or gatherings. So you'll find him warm and easy to be around. But if you're looking for deep acts of caring or real support during tough times, you might not get that from him.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is generally open and easygoing about money matters. He doesn't hide what he spends or try to control your spending. And he's not the type to keep secrets about his finances. You won't have to worry about manipulative behavior or hidden debts with him.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He won't strongly insist that housework is only your job, but he also may not really step up and take the lead himself. He prefers keeping things easy and might help out if asked, but he rarely takes initiative or feels deeply about fairness when it comes to chores. He'll go along with sharing, especially if you make it simple and clear, but don't expect him to be naturally proactive when it comes to housework.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will likely pitch in if you ask him, but he isn't the type to notice chores on his own or take full responsibility without reminders. When it comes to things like chores or changing diapers, he might do his part with a smile if you point it out, but he may also hover more on the sidelines, helping when requested rather than being truly hands on. He won't act bossy or try to supervise you. Instead, he just needs a gentle nudge to get moving.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's not the kind to start arguments just to prove himself right. Most of the time, he'll listen quietly and let you say what you feel because he doesn't enjoy conflict or making things heavy. So expect calm conversations, but sometimes a lack of true connection to your side of things.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he's generally respectful and doesn't lash out with hurtful words or aggressive actions. He prefers to keep things calm and avoids drama, so you'll rarely see him yell or say things that sting. You can feel safe that he won't turn cruel or threatening, even during disagreements.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, this is not the kind of man who gets angry quickly. He has a calm and easygoing nature, and it takes a lot for him to lose his temper. Most of the time, he chooses to let small things go rather than make a big scene.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is quite able to say sorry and doesn't usually blame you when something goes wrong. If a mistake happens, he's more likely to apologize simply and move on without making excuses or trying to turn the blame onto you. You won't have to fight for a simple sorry with him.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He is gentle by nature and doesn't want to make you uncomfortable or push you into anything you don't want. If you set a limit or ask him to stop, he'll listen and back off without trying to argue or guilt you. If you ever say no, he'll simply accept it and move on, respecting your comfort above all.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the type to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He usually doesn't tie his self worth or happiness to whether things go his way every time. Your feelings will be respected without fuss.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He isn't someone who would use your shared experiences to hurt, shame, or embarrass you in the future. You can feel safe and respected with him, knowing your personal moments will stay private and protected.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He enjoys being social and friendly, so he may laugh and chat easily with others, including women, but that doesn't automatically mean he's looking to be unfaithful. He likes attention and fun, but he doesn't have a restless or sneaky nature. If you both have a strong understanding and set clear boundaries, he will likely stick to them.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive or the jealous, controlling type. He feels comfortable in himself and usually trusts you without questioning your every move. He doesn't make a big fuss if you want to spend time with friends or have your own space.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature, if he shows it at all, is not a cover for being controlling. He doesn't have a strong urge to control where you go, who you talk to, or how you live your life. In fact, he prefers peace and avoids conflict and wants you to feel comfortable and free.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He usually prefers things to be easy and smooth, so he won't stubbornly insist that you do all the parenting work. However, he isn't likely to take charge or jump in on his own either. You might find yourself needing to guide or remind him about what needs doing.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and gentle. He isn't quick to lose his temper or raise his voice, even if things get a little chaotic. You can count on him to bring patience and a soft touch, not shouting or harshness when parenting gets tough.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He isn't controlling or demanding, so he won't expect you to sacrifice your own interests or dreams just for family duties. He respects your independence and is glad to see you happy and fulfilled both inside and outside the home.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will suddenly change and ask you to quit your career after you have a child. He isn't one to make big demands or put pressure on you about life choices. He values peace and doesn't like conflict. If he supports your career now, that support is honest and will likely continue even as your family grows.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with genuine politeness and friendliness, but the warmth might stay on the lighter side. He's good at making others feel comfortable and will greet them with a smile, good manners, and easy conversation. Warm, but mostly on the surface. That's his style. He will quietly try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not add to the drama. He's not the type to react with anger or make a small problem bigger. Sometimes he might even avoid talking about the problem, hoping it goes away on its own.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he's not the kind of man who will act modern with you in private, but expect you to suddenly turn into a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He's easygoing and doesn't hold strict ideas about how you should behave to impress others. He prefers a peaceful life and wants you to feel relaxed, even in front of relatives.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will mostly try to stay out of it rather than jump in or take sides. He prefers a calm, peaceful environment and avoids getting caught in the middle of conflicts. You won't feel betrayed, but sometimes you might wish he was a bit more vocal and protective on your behalf.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not a classic mummy's boy. He doesn't have a habit of always running to his mother or blindly following her wishes. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he likely won't rush to take anyone's side, including hers. While he may not strongly defend you or confront his mother, he also won't let you feel completely alone.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he's not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He believes in keeping the peace and tends to avoid spreading drama even with family. This means you can trust that your personal life won't become gossip in his family, which helps build trust between you both.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So this is why this guy scores B+. He's a good guy. Being in a relationship with this man feels easy, light, and mostly drama free. He brings a lot of cheerfulness and will enjoy every small moment with you without making life feel like a competition or a series of battles.